Well, hello once again, grade 8s. So this is our video on section 2.3. Um, Using models to divide integers, but I'm only going to use models for the number line, okay, for now. Just because I'm not a big fan of the bank model, chip model modeling for this one. So I should have given you this handout already. If you don't, you can get a hold of it from the Google Classroom. I will upload it there as well, and as well as this video. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to explain step by step what what this modeling on the number line actually means in these notes that you have. So I will take each of these examples and I will explain them individually. Okay, starting with this first one. Positive 8 divided by positive 4. So what does this all mean? Okay, so I'll explain all this, starting at 0, take step 6, okay? But we're also going to explain more further, what these integers actually mean and what you got to do on this number line, okay? So if you're ready, I'm actually going to do these examples probably on the back of this sheet or on a separate loose leaf. Okay, so, but first of all, what you got to remember is this first number, as we explained in class, but I'll explain it here again. This number, if it's a positive 8, this is just where we need to go. Okay, so we're going to make a stick guy. That's where this stick guy needs to go, where we need to go. Okay, and again, I will redo this again on a separate loose leaf or in the back of this this handout. Divided by positive 4. So this positive 4, if this is positive, if this number is positive, then this means go forward. Okay? So if you're going to go forward towards positive 8, well, that means you're actually facing the positive direction. Okay? So let me do this again on the back of this handout. So watch how this happens, okay? So in the first example that you got in this handout is this one. Positive 8 divided by positive 4, okay? So as explained in the handout, this positive 8 is where we need to go, where we need to go. Okay, so I'm going to draw the number line. This, okay, and just you can just keep your number line simple. You don't have to write out every single number in here. But I am going to write out both the positive side and the negative side of the 0. Make sure you give me, mark for me where your 0 is. Okay. Okay. So in this number line, this integer number line, the negatives are on this side, the positives are on this side. So where is positive 8? He is right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this is our destination. This is where we want to go. This symbol, this sign for the second number, okay, the dividend, is actually telling us go forward. If this is positive, it means go forward. Okay? So starting at 0, and you always start at 0 here, this stick guy needs to go to positive 8, and he's going to go forward. Therefore, he's looking in this direction. Now, how is he going to do this? Well, according to this dividend, this is the number of squares we need to hop at a time. So 4 steps at a time, 1, 2, 3, 4. This is our first hop. Okay, so really what we're counting, our answer for this is actually how many hops did it take then? How many hops of 4 did it take to get to positive 8? Well, we have 1 so far. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 2. And we're at our destination. So 1, 2 hops. So therefore, our answer is positive 2 because it took 2 hops to get there. And which way is this guy facing in the end? He is facing, or she is facing in the positive direction. And that's why our final answer is a positive. Okay? Let's try the next example. How about this one? Negative 8 divided by negative 4. Okay? Already some of you can probably see the answer to this, the math in this. You can do that right away if you want, but if it's asking you to model the number line, then you have to include a number line as well. Okay? So, negative 8 divided by negative 4, a negative divided by a negative is a positive, and 8 divided by 4 is 2. Okay? So now once again, what does this look like on a number line? Recreate the number line I made here. Indicate for me where your 0 is. And make yourself a number line like this. Okay? Locate where you need to go. Remember, this first number is where we need to go. Negative 8 is right here. Negative 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Negative 8. This is where we need to go. This is our final destination. This symbol now is telling us this time we need to go backwards. Okay? So this one is where we need to go. Where we need to go is negative 8. Well, if this guy is going to go backwards, which way would he be facing? He would actually be facing the positive direction, because if he's going to go backwards, he's facing in this direction. Agreed? Okay, so let's go backwards 4 steps at a time. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's our first backwards hop. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's our second backwards hop. And so he ends up here, but he is facing the positive direction, and that's why our answer here is positive. Okay? 1, 2 hops backwards, facing the positive direction, and that's why our answer is positive. Okay, so there's 2 examples. Hopefully this is hitting home. We'll do 2 more examples. How about this one? Negative 8 divided by positive 4. We can do the division answer here right away, because negative 8 divided by positive 4 is negative 2. Now let's see what the number line model looks like. We create the number line. Okay, make sure it's neat enough. I know mine's not the neatest number line, but space it out enough so that, you know, we can tell and we can actually count easily. Okay, well, let's locate number 8, negative 8. Again, this is where we need to go. This time, this positive is telling us to go forward again, just like the positive that we had, you know, in this first example right here. Okay, see, positive 4, positive means go forward. There's a positive here again, means go forward. Well, if we're starting at 0, we're trying to get to negative 8. Going forward means he's facing the negative direction. And so let's hop 4 steps at a time. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's our first hop. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's a second hop. So he took 2 hops to get there, and in the end, which way is this person facing? He's facing the negatives, and that's why our final answer is a negative. Okay, last one. This is pretty much the last example that I can give you for this. Positive 8 divided by negative 4. All right, already you can probably see the answer for this would be positive divided by negative is a negative. 8 divided by 4 is 2. Here's our number line again. There's my 0. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Where do we need to get to? We need to get to positive 8. Positive 8 is right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There we go. What does this mean? Again, now that this is a negative, This negative means go backwards, okay? So when the second number has a negative sign, it means go backwards, okay? Just like our second example up here, you see? Go backwards, they said. Well, all right. Starting at 0, here's our stick person again. If he's gonna go backwards, that means he is facing the negative direction, okay? And let's take our 4 steps at a time. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's our first hop. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's our second hop. It did take 2 hops to get the positive 8, going backwards. And so our final answer is 2, facing the negatives, and that's why our answer is a negative. Because he was going backwards. Okay? So I hope this makes sense in these examples. It was just an explanation of what all this is about, okay? So make sure you view this video whenever you can, whenever you need help. Let me just guide you on some of these. In this first question over here, this is just asking you to transform. I do apologize if it's blurry, but all these symbols in between these integers are division, because this is all about, dividing integers. So my apologies if this copy does not show very well. I will redo this someday, or otherwise it is about division. So this first question, what is this actually asking you to do? Well, it wants you to write 2 related multiplication equations for each of these division equations. Okay, so let's take this first one for example. If positive 60 divided by positive 10 equals positive 6, you can translate this, transform it into a multiplication that looks like this. If 60 divided by 10 is equal to 6, therefore positive 6 times positive 10 is equal to positive 60. That's all they're asking you to do there. And the second multiplication would just be, switching around these 2 factors. Positive 10 times positive 6 equals positive 60. Okay? That's all they're asking you to do in that question. But otherwise, all the other ones, you do use a number line for question number 2, so make sure you do that. They're asking you to use a number line for question number 3, so make sure you illustrate or draw a number line for those, model those. Number 4 does not need a number line, so you just go ahead and do these divisions. Again, my apologies for these blurry symbols, but they are division because it's dividing integers. Okay. Number 5 is a problem-solving question, so I think I'll let you do that one on your own because it is, take some thought-provoking questions in here, take some thoughts. Okay. Question number 6. For my class, I'm going to save them the trouble of modeling in this question, okay? And I just want you to go ahead and do the division and answer this question, or compare quotient and see what you notice. And then number 7 again is another problem-solving question. So the only hint that I can give you is for those problem-solving questions, number 7 and number 5 is this is about dividing integers, so you'll probably have to show some math on dividing integers. And write your final answer as a sentence, please. Okay? So if you have any questions on this, I guess you could post a comment, okay? Like and subscribe if you like. I'm not going to force you to do that, but it would be nice. But again, if you have any comments or questions, just put in the comments below and or bring it to class and let me know if you have a question. Okay? Again, thank you if you viewed this grade 8s, and I hope it does help. Have yourselves a good day. Bye-bye.